We'll now move on to the second segment of the show. The markets are holding up above 25,118. We have so many more queries that are coming up. And we have another special guest joining in, Mr. Kranthi Bathini, Director of Research, Wealth Mid Securities, another favorite guest on daily calls that we have for all of you. Hi, Kranthi. Warm welcome. Good afternoon to you. Good to have you with us. Well, finally, we are seeing the record high times coming back for the frontline indices. Now we're celebrating it for Nifty Bank. All eyes are on Nifty as to when can it, go back to above 26,000 levels or so. How are you looking at the markets? Are we looking comfortable, climbing all walls of worry, looking ahead at this point? Or do you still think the journey ahead will be volatile?
Yes, actually. Yeah, markets are climbing all the wall of worries. And the monetary moolah, the monetary bazooka, and the big bonanza what the MPC have given, definitely it's positive. Always reduction of interest rates are always positive for the capital markets and especially the equity markets are concerned. So that's what we are witnessing. It's really surprised the street. Markets, in fact, the analysts have been in a very conservative in terms of estimating the rate cut, but that's surprises the market on a very positive note. That's what we are witnessing. This is going to ignite the banking and financial services, the consumption, the infrastructure, capital goods. It's going to have an overall positive impact on the economy going ahead. But we also need to see, is there any spikes that related to inflation because of the global uncertainty that's going to have in the second half of the year? That's where we need to closely observe the trend of inflation. Observing the trend of inflation is much important. Of course, it seems to be very much comfortable for the RBI. That is the reason they surprised the street in terms of the reduction of rates are concerned. But the global uncertainty is still hanging around right now. The trade tariffs and the geopolitical escalation still they're the cause of concerns at this point of time. But the domestic macros are concerned. They're quite positive at this point of time. They're quite favorable at this point of time. Definitely, markets are climbing the wall of worries and inching towards new highs.
Okay, got that. Kranthi sir, we'll take some questions now from our viewers that are lined up for you, and then we can come back to our overall macro discussion on the markets too. A lot of them are waiting to hear from you the advice that you have to share on their questions. First is Shiva. He is from Vizag in Andhra Pradesh, and he wants to know about Vun Beverages. He already has this stock in his portfolio at the rate of 531. He now wants to know, can he continue to add or should he hold on? Now, if we look at the last 1 year of a momentum, it's been rather on a slowing side. But we have seen erstwhile how Vun Beverages has been an outperformer of sorts. It's been a big wealth creator of the past also for investors who invested in Vun Beverages. Of course, with the monopoly that it has with the Pepsi bottler and the opportunities that exist there. How would you look at the stock right now for somebody who's bought it at higher levels of 530 odd? What is the advice?
Such fundamentally, it's a strong company. Last 3 years' performance has been phenomenal. After touching the market cap of 2 lakh crores, Vun Beverages have entered into a long-term consolidation. And also, the one way the early monsoon has impacted the consumption of the soft beverages, the cool drinks and all, that have been having some kind of negative impact on Vun Beverages. Earlier, there was an extended summer, and also the demand used to peak out in the month of October, November, December itself. But given the kind of the climatical conditions and all, the sales have been little bit softening at this point of time. That is the reason the stocks are in a consolidation phase. If the investor is a long-term investor, definitely given the kind of a strong franchisee PepsiCo, Vun Beverages carries in India, and also as the rate cut also boosts the consumption cycle going ahead. So that can add Vun Beverages into a favorable situation on a medium to longer term basis. So if he's a long term investor, definitely he can hold on. In fact, he can buy on dips Vun Beverages for a longer term. But in the medium to short term, definitely the stock is going to face some kind of headwinds in terms of the consumption is concerned.
Okay, got that. So I hope this has also helped you out in understanding your key strategy. Taking the next question. This one is from one of our viewers, Nikhil Das. He says, can I enter Engineers India at the current levels? I have a 1-year time frame on this stock. Let's quickly look at the stock. 232, 1% higher today. Last 1 month has seen about a 32-33% rally again already. And after the last 4-5 months of consolidation, it's the last month of 1 month of a move which has been considerable. Is it the right time to invest in Engineers India, Kranthi sir?
Sakshi, in terms of the valuations are concerned, it looks very attractive to me at this point of time. The stock has been slowly inching up, and also the last quarter results have been quite good for the Engineers India. If you have a 1-year horizon, he can start buying the stock at dips, or he can buy at the current market price also. Definitely, there are some kind of the public sector undertakings. The rally is definitely due for these companies, and Engineers India started participating in that.
Yes, okay. Next we have Rohit Srivastav writing in from Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. Hi Rohit, his question is on Ircon International. He says, I have 10,000 shares of this stock at the rate of 200 each. Can I hold for next 6 months, and can I expect more upside on this stock? Just about last 1 or 2 weeks, we've started to see some railway stocks momentum also coming back, sir. Ircon International particularly, is there a suggestion that you would have here?
Yeah, he can hold on, Sakshi. 1 year, he can hold on. The momentum is slightly building up, and the last quarter results have been quite good for these companies, and the order book have been quite good. And there is a earning visibility for all these railway infrastructure related company stocks are concerned. So the momentum can be continued. Some kind of a mild consolidations do comes in these stocks. These stocks have entered into a high beta zones actually right now. They are having sharp spikes, and at the same point of time, sharp dips also we are witnessing in these companies. So since he have a investment horizon of more than 1 year, he can hold on to Ircon.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also guided you much better. Avdesh Thakur wants to know about National Fertilizers. He says 108 पे 200 shares hold किए हुए हैं short to medium term के लिए. इस share पर क्या outlook है? Fertilizer space, do you think there is this momentum that could sustain all through the monsoon season, at least for now, if somebody has a short term horizon, and especially National Fertilizer? 108 is the current level, and he's also bought it at the current levels only.
So actually, I call these stocks as are the popcorn stocks. Okay, they're just seasonal. Okay, one need to just enjoy the rally, and later on, okay, they can book the profit. Now, the stock is in a favorable situation at this point of time. He can hold on for a couple of months. Most probably, the Q1 quarter should be a good quarter for them, and he can get 10 to 15% returns. He need to book the profit.
Okay, got that. So I hope this has also helped you out in understanding the key strategy there. Vineet Kulkarni writes in, and he wants to know about the capital markets related stocks like CAMS versus K-Fintech. Which one is actually better for the long term is what his question is. And both the stocks actually are related to the back-end ops, K-Fintech rather with the registrar, the brokerage space there. Also with CAMS, it's more to do with the mutual fund investments. How would you look at and identify between the two, which is the stock that one should go with?
So actually, in terms of the valuations are concerned, CAMS is trading at a 48 PE, and Caffeine is around 64 PE kind of a range they are tracking. They are trading at this point of time. Given the kind of the equity boom what we are witnessing in India, these companies are called. These are all part of the market infrastructure companies, the MIS, what we call it as. So market infrastructure institutions. So these companies right now, they have the valuations are little bit stretched, but any dip in these companies for a medium to longer term basis, one can buy these companies. He can start accumulating these companies for a longer term perspective.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also helped you out in understanding the strategy. Ashwini D. Rao is next with his question. He says, hi ma'am, is it the right time to buy Zen Tech shares? Okay, we'll try and figure out how the stock is moving at this point in time. Zen Tech share, if we look at Zen Technologies 2011, today it's down by about 3.4% or so. Last 1 month, however, the rally has been substantial. About 43 odd percent of a move has again come in, and that also has to do with the entire defense move that came in. Now, Kranthi sir, you've been very vocal about the defense stocks right from last 1 year. Even during the downturn in these stocks and the long haul consolidation, you did talk about how these stocks are to be kept for the absolute long term, and those who have been holding on at the higher levels must continue to hold on, and they are now again seeing the second phase of the rally. Many are also seeing fresh highs. Zen Technologies for you, sir, how would you look at?
Actually, the stock has rallied nearly 100% from its recent lows. Given the kind of the current valuations are concerned, I'm not in a hurry to jump and buy these stocks at this point of time. I'll just wait for some kind of earning traction or moderation of the valuations. That's what the trigger I'm going to see. Most probably, the entry zone for Zen Technologies are going to be around some kind of a dips. That would be advisable for the investor until unless he's a short-term trader. He need to have a trailing stop loss. If he's an investor for longer term, any correction, okay, he can add because the stock has sharply moved from its recent lows. There was some kind of a speculative activity was running around these kind of stock, especially who have more exposure towards the products like the drones and all. So that's where the key area one need to focus. For a medium to short term, okay, one need to have a strict stop loss for these stocks.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also helped you out. Taking the next one then, this question is from our WhatsApp, and we have got this question from one of our viewers. This is Manoj Gupta. He lives in Delhi. He wants to know about Apollo Tyres, Kranthi sir. His question is, I have 150 shares at 452. What should I do in this counter? Should I hold on for the next 1 to 2 years? Is there advisable on Apollo Tyres?
Definitely, Sashi can hold on given the kind of a one of the key player in the four-wheeler, and also the Apollo also one of the key player in terms of the tractor tires are concerned. So he can hold on to Apollo. The auto stock started moving. That's going to have some kind of positive impact on subsequently on the tire stocks. If the latex prices, if they are going to cool off, the margins of tire companies are expected to go up. So Apollo Tyres, he can hold on at this point of time.
Okay, got that. I hope this has helped you out. Taking the next question, some are from WhatsApp again. This is Momita from Kolkata. She says, hi Sakshi. Hi Momita, how are you doing? The question is on Radico Khaitan. I have 100 shares of Radico Khaitan at 2,660. I want to know what is the short-term view on this and whether this can also be held on for the longer time frame. Any suggestion on Radico Khaitan? 2641 is the current level. She bought this at 2,660.
She can hold on, Sakshi. The consumption story is still on in India with respect to the liquor stocks are concerned. They had a consolidation. Now they started moving. Now the consumption focus is coming back. So she can hold on for some more quarters.
Okay, you can hold on for some more quarters. Next, we have this question from one of our viewers who is writing. Brahmadeo Kumar Singh wants to know about the shares of BSC. I'm a long-term investor, and can you imagine the price at which he has bought the shares of BSC, Kranthi sir? Bought this at 70 levels. The levels of 7070. Remember viewers, for BSC today it's a fresh all-time high. We saw levels of 3000 and above, but just days before we had seen a bonus split. The stock came down from 7,000 to about 2,000. From then on, there's been a 1,000 rupee rally. But if we look at BSC, where the stock price would have been 70 is many, many years ago. I think during COVID time or so. And that time, he must have invested in this stock. Kranthi sir, any advice on this one?
He can hold on, Sakshi, continue to hold on. And the NSE listing is around the corner.
Yeah.
That indirectly increases the volumes of BSE going ahead. So he can hold on.
He can hold on. Okay, next there is Nikhil from Kerala. He says, I want to wish you all the very best to you, to your team. And I want to say it's always a great help to all our investors with your top market experts guidance that we get. Thank you so much, Nikhil, for appreciating all our guests' views and the show as well. The question that he has for today is NHPC and NMDC at the current levels. Which one would you advise? NHPC at the rate 91? Which is trading at about 2.5% higher today. NMDC from the mining space also, he wants to know whether either of these two should be invested in for the next 1 to 2 years.
So actually, both are the one thing is common is they are both are PSU undertakings, but in terms of the business is concerned completely different. NMDC into minerals, okay, and NHPC into hydro electricity is concerned.
Yes.
But given the kind of valuations and also the earning outlook is concerned, he can divide his investment between NHPC and NMDC, and he can invest for time frame of more than 1 year. Both the companies are expected to do well fairly.
Okay, I hope this has answered your question too. Next, we have this question from Prahar Buariwala. He wants to know about Suzlon. I want to know why are there such big block deals taking place? Well, Prahar, you know that this entire month of May that went by saw about 60,000 odd crore rupees of promoter stake sales, and something to the tune of that happened today also. The Tanti family, the owning promoters, they have sold some stake worth about 20 odd crore rupees, paid some stake on that front. But let's ask Kranthi sir, what exactly should retail investors be understanding from such stake sales? Is it something to be worried about, or is it par for the course?
Sakshi, in terms of the company corporate governances, always there are some kind of red flags on this company. But in terms of the sector, what they operate, and also the improving of financials at this point of time, looks positive for this company in a medium to short term is concerned. But still, the corporate governance is one of the key concern for this company to take any kind of strategic, serious investment kind of a decision in this company. But the sectoral tailwinds are helping Suzlon to sail through at this point of time. A lot of emphasis is still there in terms of the green wind energy is concerned. That's where the company is taking the advantage. Until unless the investor is a high risk appetite trader or investor, one need to consider these kind of stocks. Of course, they have been, in terms of the price action is concerned, they are giving the returns. But in terms of the corporate governances are concerned, okay, these are the red flags for these kind of companies to make any kind of serious investments are concerned for a longer term basis.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also answered your question well. All right. In the end, Kranthi sir, we are going to be understanding from you. First half nearly over for the calendar year. Are you looking at any brighter ideas for the next 6 months that you could share with our viewers?
Yes, actually, the consumption looks very exciting going ahead. There is a lot of emphasis in terms of the non-discretionary spending is concerned. Okay, that's going to have some kind of a booster, and also the discretionary spending, consumer staples, the space is concerned that has been lagging in the recent past. So that can be the focus area. And any dip in defense, any sharp declines in defense, one can add for a medium to longer term perspective. The power sector looks very attractive to me at this point of time, and also the nuclear power is emerging as a new theme in India. So there are few companies in this space. It's still as a emerging story, but the government has been moving the cards very fast in terms of the reform measures are concerned with respect to the nuclear power. This entire space is concerned. So one need to keep this theme on the radar. The consumption is going to be the key focused area for the second half of the year is concerned.
Okay, fair point. Well, Kranthi sir, it's always a pleasure to listen to you, to your fantastic insights, and our viewers love all the advice that you share with them, and with the hope that you keep coming back and guiding them through our show daily calls. We hope you have a very good time. Till the time we see you soon,
Thank you, Sakshi.
very
Always a
soon in the
pleasure.
next episode.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, viewers, we'll try to wrap up our show now, but do stay tuned. There's a lot more that's lined up for you throughout the course of the day. You will hear from top market experts how to really move forward in the markets that are slowly but gradually recovering, the stocks that may actually have the potential to do very well from here. And I'll, of course, see you at the closing edition at 3 p.m. Stay tuned.